are trying to figure out different ways to reach consumers through the internet, and the phenomenon of social networking is adding a new dimension to this. Websites like MySpace and YouTube receive millions of hits every month, and advertisers are trying to figure out ways to market to a hard-to-reach audience.
Today, teachers are using Elementary Web 2.0 to interact socially towards their children inside and outside of the classroom. Personally, I find social networking a great form of communication. Just like trends, I believe these websites come and go.
And disadvantages are due to social networking sites. Most teenagers and high school students, they're distracted. They don't tend to study. They're like longing and eager to know who's been posting on their wall and all of that. So it distracts them from studying. I can keep in contact with my friends through social networking sites such as Facebook, MySpace, or Hi5. I know it has its disadvantages, but at the same time, it balances with its advantages.
There's a social networking website for anything you could possibly think of, which gives everyone of different interests the opportunity to be part of a large collaborative group. I think that social networks will become major advertising spots and will continue to advance and develop and become more popular in schools and places of education. More and more social networking sites will be created, and the number of users of social networking sites will only continue to increase.
Social networking is having quite a big impact at the moment, especially with high school students. It's quite popular. They can listen to new music that has lately come out. They can comment on different things. I think that in the future more people will be able to share their different ideas in music, and talking to different people, you can talk to people which share the same hobbies as you. I think social networking is quite a good idea for students that can talk to each other quite regularly, although I think maybe in the future, like what recently happened with the 2 suicide girls, I think that is a problem that might come up.
Millions of people are using these social networking websites such as MySpace and Facebook that lets you collaborate and stay in touch with friends and classmates. There is actually going to be a mock election held on MySpace. This is going to show the impact that social networking will have in the future. It is also going to give the candidates a chance to see where they stand and get some input from the viewers. It will become a great tool in the future for friends, students, and teachers to communicate and give assignments. It will show up in everyone's everyday life and become a tool that schools adapt to and start teaching about in everyday classrooms.
Social networks increased since recent years, and it is offering and helping people in different ways, such as connecting with friends and loved ones. More and more social networks have been made to support teens and people with problems. Some future use of social networking might be doctor helping the patient through social networking website. They can blog on website and giving those patient helpful advice online. Also, people can connect through website more easily, not only by blogging, but actually talking on those social networking website about their illness. And I only thought it was about Facebook and MySpace, but it was more than that. It is about how people communicate with each other. Teens use social networks every day. It's still growing and still revolving now.
First introduced, people were amazed. With the introduction of instant messaging services, text messaging, and social networking, people continue to wonder at the new technology that is emerging. As our technology has progressed, so has our communication. Our world grows smaller and smaller as our society grows closer and closer. Social networking arouses mixed feelings from people. Some rant that it is a playground for predators, while others think that it is a great contribution to cyberworld and has engaged a younger audience into the technology of the internet. I agree with my partner Alicia. Social networking websites are very trendy at the moment, but the technology driving these sites and the connection fostered between people will continue to change and take on new forms that we will recognize in the future as the working of social networking.